Welcome to video or DMW class 4, videos 101. Just to give you guys a little bit of context, you guys know who I am, but you guys probably don't know what my experience is. Started doing videos when I was a kid, started shooting like YouTube videos, saw my sister was doing YouTube videos, and I thought like, maybe I could do something better. So I grabbed her camera, started making videos, and that was around like 8 or 9. And then moving forward, just started shooting like music videos, weddings, corporate videos, small little client stuff, and yeah. And then I ended up here, so yeah. So what makes a good video? It's an open discussion.
I guess many things, like story as well as like cinematography. I don't know. Like it doesn't come out with like one single thing, but I guess story maybe is the main one.
Yeah.
Curiosity gap. I guess it also depends on like what are you intending to create.
Okay. So one more.
I think just engaging.
The engaging. Yep.
How engaging it is.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that make up a good video. All your guys' answers is correct. But these are like my 4 basic like fundamentals of just like what is a good video. It's 1, storytelling, and basic techniques that we'll cover later. The types of storytelling that you can do when we talk about like Instagram, TikTok, if you're posting on YouTube or posting on a blog site, whatever. And then there's the workflow, right? The building blocks of like, okay, like what's the process like? You know, how do you get an idea on a video format, right? So yeah, that's all the things that we'll just talk about today. When you're starting out, it should just be a feeling. Like I know we talk about like good hooks. We can talk about all these things about like what makes a good video, but in the beginning, it should just be a feeling. Like when I was first making like videos when I was a kid, I was just making like, there was this thing called Hypercam, where it's like you record your gameplay, and I was playing like Counter-Strike Source, and I would just like record that and slap like a good music behind it, and to me, it was like I wasn't really caring about like what the intro or what the ending is. I just wanted to make a video that felt good to me, and so I made it. So yeah, like some of you are not in like too deep into like the video making side. You guys just want to make videos and tell about your product and show what you're doing. So if you're not used to like making like very intricate details on like a good video or whatever, just make it feel good for you, right? So videos, they make us laugh, cry, motivate, makes us do actions, right? When you guys are like watching a movie, after you guys watch a movie, you guys feel some type of way, right? What are some feelings that you guys get when you guys watch a video or a movie? Maybe like the last thing you guys watched.
Excited.
What were you watching?
I think it was actually the last thing I was watching, like actually watching was Silicon Valley, so laughing.
Cool, okay. I haven't watched that yet. I gotta watch it. Yeah. Anybody else? Hype? What was that? What video made you hype?
I was watching Zorro versus Tiger fight.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah. So even from pictures, like they all make us feel some type of way, make us want to do something or make us feel something. So yeah, when you're thinking about making a video, your first video, or like you want to continue like a ongoing process of like what you're trying to show, most importantly, it should be something that you would want to watch first. It's pretty basic to know that, but like I feel like right now there's like 46, 45 days left, and like I feel like people are like scrambling to like put content out there and make sure like it's got everything, right? But like I think a lot of times like people are missing like the basic like feeling that like, okay, is this a video that you actually would want to watch? Like, are you making this just to post it and like just to show people the world like what you're doing, or you know like, or is it something else, right? So, because very basic, if you don't like it, then others won't either. Yeah, and another thing is just don't focus on chasing numbers right now. Just focus on chasing something that you actually like watching. So yeah, and the point I'm trying to make is good videos ain't just about good hooks, content, and a CTA. It's about a feeling. So there's two types of videos that you guys could probably make today and that you guys probably see all the time, right? To me, I'm calling these timeless and memes. Oh shit, my bad. Just to give a little context, I'm gonna show a video from Casey Neistat. This is like a timeless video from like the past that I always go back to watch. That I'm like, when I'm like super lost and I'm like trying to make like a banger video for myself, I'm like, fuck, I don't know where to start. And I watch this video all the time, just because it like gives me a good framework to make a good video. We'll just watch a little bit of it.
I'm getting a ticket for riding my bike not in the bike lane. I'm doing a little favor riding my bike. It's pouring rain out here. Yeah, look at this. Look at these assholes. Look at this guy. Double park right here in a bus lane. You're not giving him a ticket. What's the flag?
You're a bicyclist, so it's anywhere from $10 up to $130. Right? But the bicycle something you're not riding the bicycle.
You know,
Yeah, we won't watch too. If you want to watch the rest, it's a very good video. Like, it's just got storytelling all over it, and not only that, it's just like it's just a feeling, and he conveys it so much through just like these like not so produced like stuff. Probably shot on like a small little camera. But so this video was posted 12 years ago, and I put a screenshot of this comment that was posted a year ago, saying this never gets old. For the last 10 years, I keep rewatching every now and again. Every now and then, right? So that's like an example of like a timeless video that some people make. And I want to show you another example of like a timeless video right now that people are making that hasn't been around for a long time, but like you can just tell like people are gonna find it and like, yo, like this is some gems. This is Natalie Lynn.
I didn't know it in this moment, but everything was about to end. I know nothing in life is meant to last forever. Everything eventually ends in one way or another. And that's the beauty of it all.
Right, so I posted another comment on this one, or screenshot it. So now, can you guys read that? I'll just read it out. So Natalie, I'm so late to your story. I've just come across you yesterday on Thanksgiving, but I'll say I'm thankful I did. I watched every video on your channel, oldest to newest, and I'm glad I did. Felt like I was on this journey through life with you, living through your eyes, your travels and experiences. It's pretty obvious that, you know, like what this video like meant to this person and what this video is gonna mean for the next person that finds it. So when we talk about like memes, you know, sometimes it's not like, it's just, memes are just like for things that are a generational time period. I'll just show you in the next slide.
We work at Salesforce. Unfortunately, I work in the tallest building in San Francisco. It's hard to find a way to work. We work at Salesforce. Of course, we know all of our characters.
How many of you guys seen this video?
Who's that?
Okay, cool. Or how many of you guys seen this,
Salesforce. Of course,
Have you guys seen this, like, how many, this template, this reel? Okay, cool. And how many of you guys actually tried to go do that? I know you guys did. I'll show another one. How many of you guys remember this one? All right, cool. Yeah, so let me just ask, like, so what made that, what made any of those two good to you guys?
Everyone get it.
Oh shit, was it?
Just like a current trend. Yeah, it's a current trend, so it's nice to see it in different formats.
Right. What about you?
Yeah, everyone was doing it, so it was kind of, there was this urgency to participate.
Right.
And people who executed it well, it was like, great.
Right.
It was just familiar enough, but not too unfamiliar. When something is completely new, I just feel like there's more things to like understand.
Right. Do you guys think that it's? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say something similar, but I'd say it's like a template that you've seen, so you're like willing to watch more because you kind of know what you're going to get. But like for example, like you just kind of know what you're going to get when you see that kind of video, so you're willing to like watch more.
Right.
Only when you've seen a few like right at the same time period.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys. Like, do you guys think there's like a? Like, do you think memes are bad? Or like, do you think there's like a right or wrong like a video to do for whatever context? No? Yeah. So I think, they both serve a purpose. They're both trying to tell you something, right? Like memes are a very good way to just get it out the way in a very humorous or sometimes a serious way, right? Point is, like, you should try to hyper focus on what you're trying to say and figure out what type of style it fits. Like, for my lean example, this is gonna play. Fuck, I'm so sorry. It's like, you see how like she's going, she has like this curation going on, right? I'm going down to the bottom. And right now it's like all over the place. This is when she was like, she barely had like 1,200 followers, or I think 800 followers. She was just doing everything, right? It was until like, you know what? Like, let me just try something that I like doing, which is Dear Strangers. Something that she meant, it meant a lot more to her. And it's just like, okay, like I tried that out. Cool, what's another thing? Okay, she started doing like, whatever here, and then she started doing like some template videos from other people's like stuff. And then after a while, she just started figuring out like, okay, like she started figuring out her style more, and you can see that more obvious as you scroll up to like present time, right? You should experiment with both types of content because you don't really know like. Sometimes you don't know what type of style fits like the message you're trying to convey. Like if you're trying to like launch a video, a lot of people like see our videos and they're like, oh fuck, buildspace made a skit for their launch video. I gotta go make a skit for my launch video. But it's like, why do you need a skit for your launch video? You're like, all right, we're good?
Start from like that.
Oh yeah, I got you. From where?
Like right after still like an artist.
Okay. All right, you guys back? Cool. Watch this run out. I'm fine. Yeah. Are you guys? Any of you guys like confused? Like, if you guys have any questions, just like spit it out, because I could ramble sometimes. So, and if nothing is if everything's confusing to you, just let me know. I'll try to clarify it. But where were we? Yeah, maybe, yeah. So still like an artist. I read a little bit about this book, but honestly, from the cover, I learned a lot more from the cover than I did in the book. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? So yeah, how many of you guys seen this video? Cool. Not a lot of people were surprised, but like some people were surprised that when I told them this. I was like, I actually stole the fucking script from this video from another person. Like, I was scrolling for hours. We were at a stage where like, okay, we gotta post some stuff. Like, our follower count is like dying right now. Like, we're not posting nothing. So I'm at this point where I'm like, fuck, like I'm out of ideas. So, you know, what can I post? So, you know, I looked to the internet for answers, Instagram specifically. And I found this video.
Is my boss, and he's about to save our company. 2 years ago, Luke and Marcus took a massive risk to start up Yet by themselves. Fast forward.
Yeah, so I saw this video and I really liked the hook, and I just really liked. Not only that, it wasn't really the hook. It was more like, okay, this company is also like a startup. This company is giving kind of like our vibes, and this is like a simple video for me to like go and tackle. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna like take every like context that he has and try to like mimic it, because like at the end of the day, you can try to copy someone else, but like at the end of the day, you're just gonna end up being you, right? So that's what I did. Yeah, I said this earlier, but try not to make some like original video. My bad, I'm cursing too much. Try not to make an original video. Many people have already paved the way for you to make good videos. You just gotta go out and find it. You can think of these other videos just as templates, right? Even in IG or like TikTok, the native editing platform that they got, like you can actually see like the templates that you can use. Like you go on TikTok, and like how many of you guys see those like it's like a cat with a green screen, or like some dude from a movie in a green screen, like use those for example, or like you can like just take a video that you like and just mimic that, right? I'm gonna show an example that cat did. Cool video, right? Real quick, what would you do to make that video better, actually? What's up?
Maybe a little more context.
A little more context?
Like I would hit the follow button as opposed to just liking this video as itself.
Okay. Got your hand raised?
Maybe some captions on the front end, like for the audio on the first part, like so that I know what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I think for me that was like the biggest thing too, is like just like the audio, right? We'll go into that like later on, but we were jamming, me and Kat, and like I might get the story mixed up, but like you needed like let's just make it simple, like you needed some inspiration, right? So I asked Kat, I was like, okay, Kat, like what type of videos do you like watching? Like, is there someone that you like watching right now that you want to like aspire to make videos if you were to make videos? And she told me like Carol Crafts, is it? Yeah, so Carol Crafts is another like social media influencer, I guess, or artist. So she took it from this video. Super similar, right? But it's like, at the end of the day, Kat's video is just Kat. This is definitely her. Things that in like Kat's like video that we'll talk more about is like her simple choices of words, right? Like just like what Jeffrey was talking about, like in copywriting, you want to make your words like third grade level. Like you don't want to be fucking explaining like what the theory of like relativity is and like jargon. Like you're trying to just give me like, just tell me how it would be like if ChatGPT told me, right? Nice pacing with music, and she added her own style to it. This framework isn't gonna work for everybody, it's not gonna work all the time. It's not gonna work for everybody. But if you just keep iterating on your voice and your style, eventually you'll find something. How good did that video, or how did that video do, actually? 70? Okay, cool. Nice. Cool, cool. Did you like end up making like another one similar to that?
Yeah, I'm following the same style. It's like vlog style and then like filming.
Word. Cool. Yeah, so some practical frameworks that everyone can use. One simple hack that everybody overlooks when they show me their videos is just choosing the right music. Like, yeah, I'm gonna show you an example.
Back into those calculations, we thought we might start a chain reaction that would destroy the entire world.
How many of you guys seen Oppenheimer? Great movie, right? But the soundtrack is crazy good. Like, I came out of it, I'm like, dude, I don't want to go buy like a synthesizer and just start making music. But one thing that stuck out to me is like, as soon as I came out of that movie, I'm like thinking of like all the types of videos I could make with like certain soundtracks, certain parts of the scene, right? Like, I look at scenes and I'm like, yo, like, I can use the same song and put it on a video where I'm making like mac and cheese. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be like, it just like choosing the right music just makes like it just helps you guide like the type of video that you're trying to like do. Just an example. This guy's just going to the movies. So yeah, like, there's a lot of, I mean, like, having a good music catalog will help along the way. But also just like understanding how the instruments like make you feel. You can like utilize that to like make others feel a certain way too. Like with Oppenheimer, like everybody knows this trendy like audio reel sound, right? It went viral on like IG, TikTok. Everyone's like using it, right? I use it for like when I was like putting gas in my car, and I was like, oh, I see the numbers like changing hella. I'm like, this is giving me Oppenheimer vibes. So I recorded that and I just slapped the Oppenheimer music. It didn't really do well, but it like, I wanted to just like convey the message like I'm spending hella gas and like you know what I mean? So, the other thing too is like a lot of times like for us at buildspace, we like a lot of ideas start from just like word of mouth, but like a lot of our ideas are also just from like music. Like we can hear something and we're working backwards from that. Like Farza might be like, oh shit, like Linkin Park, Breaking Habits, like we should do a video to this. And we start working backwards to that. One example we did is our own video of that we did with Oppenheimer. How many of you guys seen this? So you know, like towards the end, we used Oppenheimer, right? Yeah, it's kind of a long video, so I won't show it too much. So.
What happened was I'm reaching out to 20,000 builders with other ideas.
Oh, Devin.
Not that bad, but that's 20,000 last season. Like 3 times, bro. You think it's easy? If it's so easy, you fucking do it. You do it.
Just get out of here. Just get out of here.
He does everything, bro. It's crazy.
Small boy numbers.
Small boy numbers.
The nicest person on the team.
Yeah. Such a classic. But yeah, just to give you like a framework of how like that video went, like the process. It's like Oppenheimer was just coming out, or it just came out, and we're like trying to come up with a video, and we're like, we watched like Oppenheimer like 4 times. Stop was like, let's go watch it another time. You know what I mean? So like Oppenheimer's like just in our head, and we're like, okay, let's just make a video on like using this song, and it's like trending, right? But like don't just chase the trend. But like yeah, but in my head I was like, I had the idea of just like, okay, what if we're like Jeffrey's just scrolling through a bunch of shit, and like that's the part where we're like play the Oppenheimer music. So like we worked backwards around, that. It was like, okay, what's the front of that, and then what's the end of that, right? So yeah, like choosing the right music will just like help guide you make a video. So does that make sense to you guys? Cool. So you guys have any questions? What's up?
How do you find good music?
How do you find good music?
Yeah, you have to like always be listening. Are you always like listening for it, or?
But do you listen to music?
Yeah.
How do you listen to music? Spotify.
So like the music I listen to is that like I listen to a lot of rap. It's not really great for the background music videos.
Yeah, I guess like, so you like rap? You like 90s rap? Yeah, so like, if you want to like make a video like do well, just choose like a very famous, familiar like 90s rap music. Like Biggie Smalls, Juicy, right? Like everybody knows Juicy. The amount of movies that have used that song and like Into the Spider-Verse, other movies, right? When you hear that song, you're like, it just clicks with you. You're like, oh shit, like I know this song, yeah, you know? So it's the same thing when you're like making reels. Like you just want to give that same person like that same effect. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
I can probably give you a better one.
All right, I see what it is. Put the camera on him. Nah,
When you're choosing, like if you don't have a there's a good taste in music. When you're consuming it, if the video is slow, you choose like a slow music. If your video is like more like very cut like fast paced, you choose like more like hip hop and like because the beats are very like yeah. So you choose the music on the style of the video that you're creating. Either you do it like a fast paced or slow paced. Like
Do you let the video influence the music, or you let the music influence the video?
you have to choose that. So like what he's telling is he chooses the music first.
Okay.
Now when you're choosing the visual first, then you have to choose the music.
yeah, I'll give you an example. If you didn't catch it the first time. No, I got you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll have to make playlists from
Wait for this video to restart.
Click that follow. This is my CEO, Farzan. And he's trying to say.
You hear that? Like the beats? Like I've been breakdancing for like fucking 12 years. Like I just know like rhythm right there. But if you don't know rhythm like that, then you should just like listen to music like carefully. Like I know some people just listen to music just without like actually like being like musically inclined like that. So I get it. But like it's good to have that when you can like know the beats. Sometimes like text just pop up in like certain videos, right? It's just simple as that. Like this video actually like before I even like I took the idea in my head from the other video. I was like, okay, what's a good song to use? Okay, I want something catchy in the beginning. I know the perfect song, Mr. Blue Skies, because it has like a dun 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 dun, and it's also just like a trending music that's been used multiple times on IG. Look out to bro. Yeah. But yeah, I also put having good music taste goes a long way. So if you want music, bro, I got a whole catalog on my Spotify. I got you. Did anybody else have? What's up?
So what I usually do is
I would always like go to the featured audios and then just choose one of the ones that had like fewer reels made on it. But what you're saying is like you should just choose like popular songs that people know anyways and not look at like the like trending audios that Insta gives or like that they suggest.
No, I mean, it's like I said in the very beginning, like, how many videos have you made? I'm not trying to like test you out, but how many videos have you made?
Like I pretty much posted once a day since starting.
Right, but like, okay, let me ask a different question, or let me just say something else. In the beginning, just choose music that you like, but if you just get stuck and you're like I can't do this by myself, then like just go find the templates out there. Like that's a perfect example. You go into the IG, they have a feature list of like all the good songs that you can use. You can see the number of like reels that were made by it. But like I said, like you shouldn't just chase the numbers, just chase like what you think is good at the end of the day for you, right? So.
That's what I'm asking because I was just doing that because like it was just the easier way to do it. So what I'm asking, because like I thought that's what would be most effective. What I'm asking is like, even if you take like other songs besides like the trending audios, like does that also help it go viral? I guess or just like help it.
If you choose a trending audio sound.
I mean, so what I'm trying to ask is like, what you're saying that the music helps a lot with the storytelling, right? So I get that, but what I'm asking is that by choosing music that helps with the storytelling, is it also music that helps it go viral?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Okay. Yeah, like, but it has to fit your video though. Yeah, like if you're making like, if you're trying to make a video about nurses helping give birth, like you wouldn't use like a trendy Biggie Smalls song, right? Like you would use something trendy. If you wanted to make it go viral, you would find something that fits that song, but is also viral. But like use it in that nature. Does that make sense?
No, I get that. That wasn't quite what I was asking, but like I get what you mean.
Yeah. If you want it, viral music does help along the way. That's what if that's what your answer is. I mean, what you're looking for. Damn, where was I? Okay, basic fours. So basic fours for every video, just how I think. Color grade, sound effects, vocals, and music. We'll go into that. So for many of you, these elements don't really matter as much because you guys are probably shooting on an iPhone, probably don't have Premiere, probably using CapCut. That's it, right? Or maybe just IG native editing platforms. But it's a good skill to know. One example is just like Brandon asking, like, how do you find good music? That should be a simple answer, right? Like, how you find good music, right? But for a lot of you guys, it's probably not, right? So I'm gonna just give like an example of like having a restaurant. Popeyes. Who here likes Popeyes? Love Popeyes. You got this amazing recipe for chicken. So you make a restaurant. But you feel like something's missing, right? Like that, this is your restaurant right now. It's kind of flat, kind of dull. The lights, you got lights, but it's not really like lights, you know what I mean? You got tables and everything, you know, you got some colors, but it's feeling a little flat. Fuck it, let's add some lights and some more color, right? So damn. Now everything's like, oh damn, like now I want to go to this Popeyes, you know? All of a sudden you got people lining up for your recipe for your chicken, you know? So really it's just like setting the vibe. When you have when you really want to go more in depth with it, with like videos, like if you really want to make a video stand out, you want to like go back to these basic fours. Just having like maybe like a slight color grade, sound effects, all that. Like for example, like Sami, you came to me about like wanting it like you felt like your video was flat on your reel, right? You wanted to add more like, you said, how do you make it cinematic? You know what I mean? So just mess around with the colors and like, there's so many different tutorials on YouTube you can use to like make a video feel like it's a winter moody feel, you know? Or like a summer feel. Or like, how do I make like a, like I wanna show my product at this second, but like it feels flat. Like I wanna go like this, but it just doesn't feel right. Well, maybe if you add like a whoosh or like a hit effect, then it's like more like, it's more dynamic, you know? And then like your vocals, like for a Cat's example, like you can barely hear it, right? Like even if you put it up to 200%, you can still barely hear it, right? So just like really like, folks, like remembering those little small details like really matters. But the video did pretty well, so yeah. And then just music, right? I put music separate. I like gave it a little bit more in depth because music really helps a lot. Like it truly helps a lot. Like I think like a lot of our videos are influenced just by like music. So yeah. So the more aware of the feelings your videos convey, then you'll find a style that suits you. But like I said, I wouldn't focus too much on these like things if like you're just trying to like, if you're just early on just trying to make videos. It's just like an auxiliary part of your creation. Spend most of your time just storytelling, ideating, and then having like a good workflow to like back all your stuff up, right? So, how many of you guys have a workflow when you guys make videos? What's your workflow, Rohit?
Firstly, firstly, probably workflow as in like the video editing part, or like.
Sorry, what?
What are you asking?
What's your workflow when this comes to like video stuff? Like, how do you take us from point A to point Z?
Mine is more like I basically have the footage and I like place it while according to the story that I want, and then probably add music. Then I listen to like all types of music. Then I edit it in terms of like music. So I choose the music after like my shots are aligned on the timeline. And then and before this, I get the idea of like what the message is from the video. So I have to get that part right.
Cool.
That's more or less the work.
Dope. Do you have one? Did you have your, what was it?
Yeah. So, I mean, I record the videos, whatever I have. After that, I put it in my software, and chronologically, I just like order it, that this comes first, and I eliminate all the videos that I don't like and don't want in my video. Then I usually have a music in mind, like you, so I just put that music and I start editing. After I have like a basic edit, I start doing like sound effect stuff, and then I just keep tweaking it until it feels right.
Cool. Dope. So yeah, I mean, same for me. I just, like, my process is I just scavenge for hours scrolling on Instagram. And I have like my dog has a Instagram account. And I was thinking like, how the hell am I gonna store all these videos that I like? So I just sent them all to my dog's Instagram account. And it works out. I also even put I made like a Discord channel for myself. Cause sometimes like, I don't want to spam these guys I don't want to spam our like work team Discord, you know, cause sometimes you just gotta be professional, right? So I just put all my stuff, like all my unhid stuff to my like channel on my Discord. But the Instagram account for my dog is like probably the most looked at like catalog that I see. And sometimes Jeffrey will send over like trending audio sounds, right? Just like this video that we're working on with Bonnie. It started off as a video, as an audio sound. Yeah, so like, you mentioned about like just going through like reels, right? Next step I would do is just like, okay, like we got this song, let's look at other people, like let's see what they did with this song. And you'll notice like a lot of the stuff, under the song that you see is like kind of a similar vibe. And we just try to like follow that same like vibe, but like just make it different, right? And then the next step is just like, okay, we got our song, we know what type of vibe we're trying to go for. Let's make the script. And we try to keep it super basic. We're not trying to write like whole essays here, right, guys? So I know there's gonna be narration, so it's just me talking. And I write it in this way because it's just simple for me to like know the beats. So like, for example, so we have all these used boxes from Amazon. And it's like there's that pause. Because you don't want to be like, so we have all these used boxes from Amazon and we'd like to restart, like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of want to have like a good pace. You want to give yourself good pacing so that way when you plug all these videos in after you shoot them, it's just going to like fit in naturally, right? I'm also mindful of what I'm writing because I don't want to write Bonnie's in Alaska making cardboard boxes. How the hell am I going to put Bonnie in Alaska? Simple as that, right? So I just kind of keep like what we have here and what I can shoot like right away. Yeah, it just helps like that workflow just helps kind of put like all the footage into the script as easy as possible. And then you have like minor iterations here and there. And this is just like how it looks, how it looked as a first draft. I try to cook up like a first draft right away just so I can like show it off to the team and like maybe get a vibe from somebody else, right? Yeah, and then I get a feedback. This is my little text with the group. Amit there. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh. But yeah, I'm bad at this myself, but I try not to think too much about it. Some of you guys ask me like, hey, like some of you would ask me like, what should I do differently for this video? And I'm thinking like, this is a already banger video. Like, you know, you don't have to do too much to it. And also like, you gotta think about like the effort you're gonna take to like make changes to your video. You know what I mean? Like, is it really worth it? Like, is this video really gonna move a needle for you? Like, can you just like simply post it and just show people that you're building something or like you're showing something and then work on the next thing, you know? So that's what I mean by like not thinking too much about it. Just shoot, go make something for yourself. And yeah, that's all for today. You guys have any questions?